Hello students, today we are going to discuss about constructor. Constructor is an important topic in our programming. So today we will be learning how to use constructor. First we will do one program. Let us do prime number. Write a program to input any integer and display if it is a prime number. We'll use constructor here. Constructors are generally written before starting the main program. So first we will write the constructor. Since we have to take input in this program, we'll write import java dot util dot star. This is for taking scanner class. Now class prime. So generally here we write public static void main. So we are not going to write public static void main here. Now we'll declare the constructor and define it. Prime. Here this is the name of the constructor. I have written prime int n. This is the name of the constructor and this is argument or parameter of the constructor. Now here we have opening brace, that means we are going to write the body of the constructor. In the body we will assign initial value for the variable x equal to n. I have assigned the value of n to x. So what is x here? X is one global variable int x. So the value which is taken in n, that means in the parameter of the constructor, that is now assigned to a global variable x. Now this x we will check whether it is a prime number or not. To check prime number we need a loop variable. So I have taken here b. You see the declaration of this variable is inside the body of the constructor. It is not before constructor. That means this is a local variable. That means this variable is available only inside this prime constructor. I make one for loop. B equal to 1, B less than equal to x, B plus plus. So x is the value which we are going to check for prime. So I have created one for loop which is from 1 to x. Now what we have to do, you all are aware of how to check prime number. What we will do now, check whether x is divisible by b. If x is divisible by b, then what we need to do? We need to count. So, we count here c plus plus. That means this c is again another variable and it is only needed inside the prime constructor. So, this is also a local variable. I write here c equal to 0. Now, after finishing the for loop, x is divided by all the values of b and counted how many times x is divisible by b, and that count how many times it is divisible, that is stored in C. Now, how can we check x is a prime number or not? Now, if the value of C is 2, that means x is divisible twice, so x is a prime number. So, when C equal to 2, we can display prime. That means the number x which we have checked is a prime number. Else means otherwise, if C is not 2, else we can display not prime. So, we have taken x, one value, checked whether it is prime number or not. That means our job is finished. Now, we put a closing brace, that means the end of the body of the constructor. So, from here, from this line till this closing brace is the constructor. In this constructor, we have taken one number and checked if it is a prime number. If it is a prime number, we have displayed prime, and otherwise we have displayed not prime. Now, if you look at the program, we have not written yet the main program. That means public static void main is not present, and we have not taken input of any integer also. So, now we will write public static void main. Then what else we need? We need to create an object of scanner class. Scanner in equal to new scanner system.in, num equal to in dot next int. This is what we have taken input one integer in the variable num. Num is what? A int variable. Now, this int variable is a global variable. This we have to declare here. So, we have taken one integer as input. Now, we will use the constructor to check whether num is a prime number or not. How to check a prime number? That part we have already written in the constructor. So, we are not going to write anything else here to check whether num is a prime number or not. Instead, we are going to use this constructor to check whether num is prime number or not. Now, for that we have to create an object of the class prime. Prime, I wrote obj, obj stands for object, prime obj equal to new prime, within bracket I write num. Prime obj equal to new prime num. Now by this line what I have done, this class prime, I have created an object of class prime, and when I create an object of class prime, the constructor prime, this is the constructor prime, the constructor prime is automatically called. And if you look at the constructor declaration, here we have one int variable as parameter of the constructor, and that is replaced by this num int variable as parameter of the constructor. So this value, that means the value of num, is passed to the constructor, and the body of the constructor, whatever calculation is done, that is now called here. That means that part is performed here. So we achieved what we wanted. We have checked whether a number is prime number or not. Then we close public static void main, then we close class. Complete. So this program is just for example. We have seen how a constructor is used in a program. Now from this what we have learned, name of the class and name of the constructor will be always same. Here name of the class is prime, and that is why name of the constructor is also prime. Constructor will not have any return type. Like you see the variables when we write, I wrote here x and num. Before these variables I have written int. That means these variables are of int return type. But when I have written prime, before this I am not writing anything. So prime is constructor here, and constructor will not have any return type. Now inside this body of the constructor I have initialized the value of x by n. X is a global variable, int variable, and n is a parameter of the constructor. Now the value of n is assigned to x as the initial value of x. So this is again another point. In constructor body we have to initialize data members, we have to initialize the variables. First point is name of the class and name of the constructor will be same. Second, constructor will not have any return type. And third, in the body of the constructor we have to initialize data members. So these three parts we have seen. Now in the body of the constructor I have checked whether the number x is a prime number. This part does not require any explanation. You understand how we check prime number. Then after completing the body of the constructor we have created the main method, public static void main. We have created the main method. Since we have to take input one integer, I have created an object of class scanner. Then I have taken one variable num, and in this variable I have taken input one integer. So num is the integer which we have to check if it is a prime number. Now we are creating an object of class prime. Prime is the name of the class, obj here is the object, and new prime, this prime is the constructor. So prime obj equal to new prime within bracket num means we have created an object of the class prime, and the value num is supplied as the parameter of the constructor. When we have created this object, automatically the constructor is called, and when the constructor is called, that means the function which we have written inside the constructor is performed. So hope you understand this program. You can read the chapter, constructor chapter in your book also. There you will get more idea. I have just explained how we write a constructor. Now we will see, before that, what we have learned here, the characteristics of constructor. Number one, remember this, number one, name of the class and name of the constructor will be same. Number two, constructor will not have any return type. Number three, the data members of the program are to be initialized in the constructor. Then last is, when an object of class is created, constructor is automatically called. Now we will see another example, and in that we will see one more type of constructor. Now we will do another program using constructor, and in this we will see another type of constructor. Let us do the same program, that means checking prime number. Write a program to assign, now I am not using input, any integer and display if it is a prime number. Class prime. As the previous program, here we are not going to write the public static void main. We will write the constructor prime empty bracket. Now I do not have any parameter inside prime. I have one variable int n equal to, say I am assigning 7. I need int variable 1 for making for loop and 1 for counting. For b equal to 1, b less than equal to n, b plus plus. Now checking part, if n modulus b equal to 0, c plus plus, then I complete the for loop. Now we will check if c equal to 2. So when c equal to 2, that means it is a prime number. So we print prime. Else not prime. Then we close the body of the constructor. Now the main program, public static void main. We do not have input here, and we do not require any variable also. We will simply create an object of the class prime x equal to new prime empty bracket. Then we finish the program. Now if you see this program, the difference between the previous program and this program is, in the previous program we had variables here, global variables here. I have not used any global variable here. Since we are not going to take any input, that means the constructor will straightway take one number and check if it is a prime number. Inside the body of the constructor, I have taken 1, 2, 3 variables. One variable n is initialized with 7. That means that will be checked whether it is a prime number. Then for checking prime number, b and c is taken, and its part we have checked whether it is a prime number. Then in the main program, I have created an object of the class prime. Here the name of the object I have given x. So by this you can understand the name of the object, you can write anything like which is a valid variable name, like prime x. Here x is an object, so prime x equal to new prime. After new prime, in the bracket you see I do not have any variables, because if you see the declaration of the constructor prime, there also we do not have any variable or parameter. So when the constructor is called, then also there is no parameter or no variable. So when this constructor or when this object of class is created, this constructor is called automatically, and whatever is calculation done inside the body of the constructor, that will be performed. So this program will simply check whether 7 is a prime number or not. So hope you understood this. Here we have seen two types of program using constructor. The first one which you have seen, that used one parameter in the constructor, that type is called parameterized constructor, and the constructor which is used now in this program is called default constructor. So two types of constructor we have seen today. You go through the chapter in your book, you will understand more, and in our next class we will do some more programs using constructors. Thank you.